If you're tired of the same old dumbbell routines that barely move the needle, today I've got something different for you. These 8 dumbbell exercises are almost never done by most people, but they'll completely transform your body, improve strength, and burn fat efficiently. Stick around, because I'll show you exactly how to do each one safely and effectively. Exercise number 1, dumbbell bench press. The dumbbell bench press is an extremely effective variation of the traditional bench press, which brings unique benefits for muscular and functional development. This exercise involves pressing a dumbbell with one arm at a time, or both simultaneously, depending on preference, while the other arm can remain extended laterally or supported on the bench. Now, you might be thinking, but why the heck would I do the bench press with dumbbells? There are several reasons for this. The first is core activation. Unlike the barbell bench press, the dumbbell bench press creates a stabilizing force that your body needs to resist, deeply engaging the oblique and transverse abdominal muscles. Another crucial benefit is the correction of muscle imbalances. Many people have a dominant side that compensates for the weaker side in bilateral exercises. The dumbbell bench press forces each side to work independently, exposing and correcting these asymmetries. Over time, this leads to more harmonious development and reduces the risk of injuries caused by imbalances. The reduced load on the joints also deserves highlighting. The dumbbell bench press allows a more natural trajectory of the shoulder during the movement, reducing stress on the glenohumeral joint for people with a history of shoulder pain. This can be a much more comfortable alternative to the traditional bench press with a barbell. To execute correctly, lie on a flat bench and hold a dumbbell in each hand, or one at a time if preferred, positioning it next to your chest with your elbow forming approximately 45 degrees in relation to your trunk. Push the dumbbell upward until your arm is completely extended, keeping your wrist stable and your elbow in a natural trajectory. Lower the weight in a controlled manner to the starting position and repeat. Common mistakes include excessive trunk rotation during the movement, letting the hip rotate to the opposite side of the working arm, and using a weight that's too heavy, which compromises stability. I recommend 3 sets of 8 to 12 repetitions for each arm, alternating sides if using one arm at a time. Exercise number 2, curl and press. The curl and press is a compound exercise that works practically your entire body in a single movement, with special focus on the arms and shoulders. This exercise combines the traditional bicep curl with a shoulder press, allowing you to train 2 major muscle groups in a single movement sequence, saving time and maximizing results. One of the main benefits of this exercise is the increased coordination between different muscle groups, improving functional strength. Additionally, being a compound movement, it provides greater caloric expenditure compared to isolated exercises, contributing to fat burning while developing muscles. To execute correctly, start standing, holding a dumbbell in each hand at your sides with palms facing forward. Begin by doing a bicep curl, flexing your elbows and bringing the dumbbells to shoulder height. Without pausing, slightly rotate your wrists so that your palms face forward and push the dumbbells upward, fully extending your arms above your head. Return in a controlled manner to the starting position, first lowering the dumbbells to your shoulders, then extending your arms. The most common mistakes include using body momentum to lift the weights, excessively arching your back during the press phase, and not completing the full range of motion. Keep your core engaged throughout the entire exercise to protect your lower spine, and avoid using a weight that doesn't allow for controlled and complete execution. For optimal results, I recommend 3 to 4 sets of 10 to 12 repetitions with a weight that challenges your muscles in the last repetitions, but allows you to maintain impeccable technique. Rest 60 to 90 seconds between sets to allow adequate recovery without compromising the intensity of your workout. Exercise number 3, dumbbell row. The dumbbell row is one of the most effective exercises for developing the back, correcting muscle imbalances, and improving posture. By working one side at a time, you can identify and correct strength inequalities between the right and left side, something common even among experienced athletes. The benefits of this exercise go beyond simple muscle development. The dumbbell row strengthens the entire posterior chain, including the latissimus dorsi, rhomboids, trapezius, and spinal erectors. Being unilateral, it requires greater core stabilization, transforming a simple back exercise into a complete trunk workout. Additionally, this movement helps correct the typical posture of those who spend a lot of time sitting, strengthening exactly the muscles that tend to weaken with a sedentary lifestyle. To execute correctly, position one knee and the hand of the same side on a bench, keeping your spine parallel to the floor. The opposite leg should be extended on the ground for stability. Hold the dumbbell with your free hand, letting your arm fully extend. Keep your shoulder retracted and pull the dumbbell toward your hip, keeping your elbow close to your body. Control the movement on the descent, allowing a slight stretch in the back muscles before starting the next repetition. The most common errors include excessive trunk rotation during the movement, letting the shoulder drop forward in the initial position, and using momentum to lift the weight. Remember that the row should be a controlled movement where you pull with your back, not your arms. The arms are just levered while the back muscles do the real work. For complete development, perform 3 to 4 sets of 10 to 12 repetitions for each side, alternating sides each set to ensure adequate recovery. Choose a weight that allows you to maintain perfect technique until the last repetition, but is challenging enough to stimulate muscle growth. Exercise number 4, pullover. The dumbbell pullover is a classic but frequently neglected exercise that simultaneously works the chest, back, mainly the latissimus dorsi, and core muscles. This unique movement can activate both the anterior and posterior trunk muscles, offering excellent value for your workout time. Other benefits of the pullover include developing shoulder mobility, expanding the rib cage, and strengthening the respiratory muscles. Historically, this exercise was known as the movement that expands the chest, being used by bodybuilders to develop a wider rib cage. Additionally, the pullover deeply works the serratus anterior and intercostal muscles, which are difficult to target with other exercises. Executing the pullover correctly is simple. Lie on a flat bench with only your shoulder blades supported, keeping your glutes slightly away from the bench in a gentle bridge position. Hold a single dumbbell with both hands, positioning them on the outer part of the weight, forming a diamond shape with your thumbs and index fingers. Begin with your arms extended above your chest and maintaining a slight bend in your elbows. Take the dumbbell in a controlled arc behind your head until you feel a good stretch in your chest and back. Use your chest and back muscles to return the dumbbell to the starting position. The most common mistakes are excessively bending your elbows, turning the movement into a triceps extension, not keeping your core engaged, and using a weight that's too heavy, which compromises range of motion. Focus on feeling the stretch and contraction of the target muscles rather than just moving the weight. Perform 3 sets of 12 to 15 repetitions using a moderate weight that allows for controlled execution. Exercise 5. Dumbbell thruster. The dumbbell thruster is a dynamic, full-body exercise that combines a front squat with a shoulder press in one smooth, continuous movement. This powerful compound movement targets nearly all major muscle groups: quadriceps, glutes, hamstrings, core, deltoids, trapezius, and triceps, while challenging both your muscular and cardiovascular systems. Benefits of the dumbbell thruster include high caloric burn, stimulation of anabolic hormones, improved coordination between upper and lower body, and development of functional power that transfers to everyday and athletic activities. To perform correctly, 1. Stand with feet shoulder-width apart, holding a dumbbell in each hand at shoulder height with elbows pointing down and forward. 2. Perform a full squat, keeping your trunk upright and the dumbbells in position. 3. As you rise, Use the momentum from your hips and knees to press the dumbbells overhead, fully extending your arms. 4. Lower the dumbbells back to your shoulders, preparing for the next squat in a smooth, cyclical motion. Common mistakes include not squatting deep enough, using excessive hip momentum, losing upright posture, and failing to fully extend the arms. Focus on control and technique over speed or weight. For beginners, start with lighter dumbbells to master the movement. Perform 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps with moderate weight, or 3 sets of 12 to 15 reps with lighter weight for a metabolic focus. Rest 60 to 120 seconds between sets depending on your conditioning and goals.
Exercise 6.
Crush Grip Goblet Squat. The Crush Grip Goblet Squat is a highly effective variation of the traditional squat, adding full body tension and activation through the way you hold the dumbbell. Beyond working the quadriceps, glutes, and hamstrings, this exercise intensely engages the forearms, shoulders, and chest. Holding the dumbbell in front of your body encourages an upright posture, strengthens spinal stabilizers, and prevents the common tendency to round the back during squats. It also improves mobility in the ankles, hips, and thoracic spine. To perform correctly, 1. Hold a dumbbell vertically against your chest with both hands on the upper end, squeezing it as hard as possible throughout the exercise. The crush grip is key. 2. Stand with feet shoulder-width apart, toes slightly outward, chest up, and core engaged. 3. Squat down, keeping knees aligned with toes until your thighs are parallel to the ground, or lower if mobility allows. 4. Push through your heels to return to standing, maintaining full body tension and upright posture. Common mistakes include relaxing the grip, raising the heels, letting knees collapse inward, or dropping the chest forward. Maintain a straight line from head to tailbone and keep tension throughout. For best results, perform 3 sets of 10 to 15 reps with 60 to 90 seconds of rest between sets.
Exercise number 7.
Dumbbell swing. The dumbbell swing is a powerful adaptation of the traditional kettlebell swing that targets almost your entire body, with special emphasis on the posterior chain, glutes, hamstrings, and lower back. One of its biggest benefits is developing hip power, a key element for running, jumping, lifting, and overall athletic performance. Many bodybuilders overlook this fundamental movement, yet it's essential for functional strength. This exercise also strengthens the back of the thighs and glutes, areas that often weaken from prolonged sitting. Because it combines strength and speed, it provides an excellent metabolic boost, increasing calorie burn during and after your workout. To perform the dumbbell swing correctly, 1. Stand with your feet slightly wider than shoulder width, holding a dumbbell with both hands in front of you. 2. Hinge at your hips, pushing your glutes back, keeping a neutral spine and slightly bent knees, lowering the dumbbell between your legs. 3. Explosively thrust your hips forward, contracting your glutes to swing the dumbbell to chest or shoulder height. 4. Let the dumbbell descend naturally as you return to the hip hinge position, maintaining a smooth, pendulum-like motion. Common mistakes include using your arms to lift the dumbbell instead of your hips, turning the movement into a squat, excessively bending the knees, and rounding your spine. The swing should feel like a powerful hip snap, not a shoulder raise. The arms merely guide the weight. For optimal results, perform 3 sets of 15 to 20 reps, allowing partial heart rate recovery between sets. Start with a moderate weight, around 15 to 20% of your body weight, until your technique is flawless. Then gradually increase the load.
Exercise number 8. Farmer's Walk.
The farmer's walk is a simple, yet incredibly effective functional exercise. It mimics the everyday action of carrying weight and delivers surprising benefits for your entire body. This exercise strengthens your core dynamically, develops forearm and grip strength, boosts muscular endurance, and improves stability while walking under load. It's also fantastic for posture as it forces you to maintain proper alignment. And because it engages a large amount of muscle mass, it's cardiovascular in nature, burning calories and supporting fat loss. To perform it, hold a heavy dumbbell in each hand at your sides. Stand tall, shoulders back and down, chest elevated, and gaze forward. Engage your core as if bracing for a punch. Walk in a straight line with controlled, deliberate steps, avoiding excessive swaying. Common mistakes include shrugging your shoulders, which overloads the traps and neck, arching your back excessively, compromising your lumbar spine, and holding your breath. Keep your shoulders relaxed, breathe naturally, and maintain core tension throughout the walk. You can measure this exercise by distance or time. A practical approach is 3 to 4 sets of 30 to 45 seconds of walking, or 65 to 100 feet, with 60 to 90 seconds of rest between sets. Many people underestimate their capacity, so challenge yourself with heavier dumbbells. Aim for a total weight that's roughly 50 to 70% of your body weight, adjusting according to your experience. Before moving on, don't forget to subscribe. Consistent access to science-backed training information is what will keep you progressing in the long term. If you enjoy these dumbbell exercises, check out the video on your screen showing 6 exercises every man needs for a V-shaped body. Don't miss it. Thank you for watching, and may God bless you, my friend.